Test 1 2 3. Test 1 2 3. Can you see me? I'm live. I know I'm live.
Yes, I can see it.
All right. We got something. It's two of us.
Yay.
Are you in? I can't tell that you're in.
Yeah, I'm in, but I can hear you on my phone way before I can hear you on the computer because there's a delay.
Yeah. I don't know how many people are going to show up.
Yeah, I can.
Holy mother of God.
But see, the thing is like it didn't send me a notification.
Yeah.
Maybe it did send other people because Sweet Travels is in now. All right, we'll hang up because other people are coming in.
All right, I'll see you, man.
So,
Thanks, man. See ya.
No problem.
Bye. Hi, Jim. How you doing? Hey, Aaron. Yeah, how many live streams do I have up right now? About 15 of them? Let me fix this. What a bloody nightmare, guys. Oh, Lord. Let's see if that's a little better. Okay. Hello, everybody. How you doing? I'm just trying to get the lighting right. It's been a long night. Sorry for the 300 streams. Hi, Galleon Adventure. How you doing? Again, this is like my first live stream. If I move my big head, I'm trying to get it out of the mirror. Yeah. Me, Natty, living free, zip codes. How you doing? You need a camera crew, Drew. I need more than that. Hey, Tina. How you doing? Yeah. Well, tonight it seems more appropriate than ever that we bring a bottle of wine to the show, and it's from our winery that we joined to our club, and the name of the wine tonight is Psycho. So, with all the problems we've had, we're going to pour a bottle of Psycho and get this going. So, in true Italian fashion here, salute. Ah, hey, Kelly. The popcorn's done. Yeah. All right, so with everybody in here, I kind of had an idea that people would have problems like tonight, and we could call on our friends and help us out with some RV problems. I don't know what this keyframe thing is, but I'm getting all kinds of warnings and whistles coming at me on my MacBook, which is about ready to go off a 5-story building. So I thought that we could all get together, and if you have RV problems, most of the people in here tonight are moderators, so we're well protected from the Russian bots. Ross just gave up. He was in here, and he just gave up, and I think he went to bed. So if we're having major problems with RVs, type it in the chat, and I'll try and direct traffic, and we can get this going, and maybe we can help people out, and save some people a lot of money, because there's a lot of knowledge in here that that we could call on and use. Most of the chat is about me trying to go live, which is like trying to launch a monkey in outer space. So anyway, who's got an RV problem? Who wants to talk about their RVs, or do we just want to have a friendly chat tonight and just kind of talk about us and what we're all doing, and we can do that. So I know in my RV I have a battery problem that's really bad. Um, two 6-volt Golf batteries. My house batteries are completely dead, and I bet you that my battery for the doggone car is dead too. The van part of the RV, I'm in a Class C, so I bet you that's dead. So I'll probably do a video like the Wags did on the Bolt. If you haven't seen them, they did a really good video on that. They were on QVC. I did see that, Dustin. So uh, they did a really good job, and I probably end up doing that and jumping it. My problem with my RV, Galleon Adventures. My problem with my RV is that there's a kitchen table out because I saw that on the what the Wags did. Okay. Diary of Family saying hi to Galleon Adventures. So Galleon Adventures decided to remodel like the Wags and take out their table. What are we putting in its place, Galleon Adventures? Do you have any idea of what you're actually sticking in place of that? Hey, RVDM, what's going on? If anybody hasn't joined in, we have a lot of new people that are joining in. We have a lot of really good people in this chat and a lot of really good creators. So the Dupreys are on. What's up, Jack? Jones into Travel, Sweet Travel, or Sweet Teas on. Wayward Wags, which helped me get this going, and Ross from the Dupreys are on. RVDM's on. Galleon Adventures are on. This is like a who's who of YouTube creators are on the stream tonight, which is amazing. So we can do this two ways. We can talk about YouTube channels and how to make them better, or we can talk about RV stuff and how to fix stuff like Galleon Adventures table. Are you guys using tray tables, or what are you guys doing? What's up, Buttercups? Ross. Oh, hey, what's going on, Living Free Zip Codeless? How you doing? You saying hi to the Wags in the DM. So anybody else? Sweet tea in the house. Galleon, what are you using for a table? Yet another table just narrowed facing the window. Okay, so you moved it and you're facing the window. And I'm going to try and fix this lighting issue because that's just horrible. Is that better? You guys are getting a glare off the mirror behind me. Sorry about that. Let me know if that's a little bit better. Kind of cutting down the glare. Sorry about that. There we go. Now there's just a glare from one of the lights over there, but that's okay. So anyway, I got, like I said, he's going to use another table. I got two 6-volt golf cart batteries that I need to replace in my coach. The problem is when I open up my steps, it looks like, to me, spaghetti. I'm not real good at doing the wiring and all that stuff. So I think there's a video coming up when we go over to Quartzsite that I'm going to pick up the two 6-volt golf cart batteries, which are T105s, and we are going to have a drinking party of putting in my batteries and rewiring my coach. So that should be a fun video for everybody to watch. Do you grease your axles? No, I don't grease my axles, Ross. I just let my axles grind and do whatever axles do. Do I need to be greasing my axles? Totally 66-inch long. Okay, so totally different table. It's 66 inches long by 22 inches wide. Huh. I did a video chat on that. On grease, yeah, you did do a video chat on greasing. Wags, the same thing also. Put a 60-watt clamp light in the compartment where our water connects is the valves to keep them from freezing. Yeah. Jones into Travel is talking about Wayward Wags when I think it's that connector. Dustin, did that connector break behind the panel? Not due to the manufacturer. Well, the manufacturer put it in, but we're not going to bag on manufacturers. And you caught that before it flooded your whole RV, right? Jones and Travel, thanks. Jones and Travel, thanks. It's a slider on the window. Okay. Not on the motorhome. Oh, you're talking, Ross, you're talking about axles on a trailer? Oh, on the trailer that you pull behind your van. I don't have a trailer, brother. But yes, you grease them. There should be Zerk fittings. On a fifth wheel, that's a good question. So on a fifth wheel, do you guys grease your axles? How does that work? I'm in a Class C. I don't know anything about a fifth wheel. We're not really fifth wheel people. But that would be a question for Wayward Wags, Jones into Travel, or Sweet Travels. And where are the Zerk fittings to grease those? I'm sure they're all probably in the similar location. By the way, the wine is really good tonight, and I needed it. Ross is putting his videos in the chat. That's awesome. No, I was just trying to see what everyone else does to keep hoses from freezing. I'm going to get down into the 20s. Okay. So anybody have an idea, Ross? I know that you and Heather spent a lot of time out in the winter in your RV. What did you use in the underbelly to keep your pipes and hoses from freezing? Okay. So you only put 4 pumps in your grease Zerk fittings. I have a TT to reply back. Okay, so there's a fitting on. Okay, so Jones into Travel is saying that if you have a correct axle, there's a fitting at the end behind the center cap. I think that's in everybody. Minor manual grease, just like a car. The Zerk fittings, Jim, for that Sweet Travels is that in the cap or is that behind? And Ross, what can you do to keep you froze your ass off? What can you do to keep your pipes from the underbelly from freezing? I know people have cut holes in the floors and run ducting down there, but I'm sure wags they don't want to be cutting holes in their RV. So what else can you use to keep your pipes from freezing in cold weather? So Ross is saying if you're using the water all the time, it might be okay. So can you put it at a slow drip just to keep the water flowing, or do you recommend like putting a 100-watt light bulb down there on an extension cord just to keep everything warm? Ross is just dropping a lot of YouTube channels right now. You really can't do much. It depends. I think you could probably get away with just putting a light bulb down there, Dustin, or maybe even putting a small little heater down there and just run a cord off of it, because I'm sure you're plugged in with shore power. Yeah, most fifth wheels share a duct going down there, but I don't know how efficient that is, Aaron, Josen's Travels, with the underbelly heat. I know in the DRVs it's probably really good because those things are built like tanks. So I know Jim and Kelly probably are okay in very cold weather. I mean, that's a true 4-weather coach. I know that. And then RVDM, what Michael and them have bought, that's going to be a true 4-weather coach. That's a really good. Those Tiffins are built like tanks. They're getting a really good RV. Walmart sells a small 250-watt heater for like $10, Drew. Okay. Okay, so Mel, they use a heated water hose. That's pretty cool. And I got the hiccups, so that's going to be really nice on this live chat. Which I do apologize for the rough start. That was a learning experience, but now it's all set up, so we should be able to do this a lot better. All right, so does that answer your question, Wags, or do you need some more assistance with underbelly heating? I think we have enough blue people in the chat here to make sure that we're safe from any Russian bots or the Brazilians if they attack us. I'm just curious, just saying. We have more moderators in this than I've ever seen in the chat ever. Cheers to everybody helping out. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. We camp in the winter at all times. Never had a problem with the water freezing. since we had heated tanks, but the drain valves were freezing. I made a box and put 2 heat lamps in it. Yeah, like I was saying, Galleon, with the light bulbs, putting them down there in the underbelly, it makes things a little better. And it's cheap to do. Just put a couple light bulbs down there. The other thing you could do, Wags, is just go west. So you're in a portable house. If it's less than 7 degrees, go where it's 70 degrees. Unless you like being cold. All right, so we've covered Zerk fittings. We've covered freezing. What else? I know that we had a problem with right turns in our coach, and my wife decided to rip off the awning arm, which was a nice $500 repair. That was a really easy repair that I could have done myself if I would have just known what to do. And I think that's part of the problems with all these repairs coming in with the RVs. You look at them and you're just kind of like, wow, what do I do here? You know, I mean, how do I fix this? What do I need to do? But really, when you buckle down to it and you diagnose it and you kind of look at it, a lot of it's not that bad. I could have fixed that myself. I would have needed 2 ladders and a couple guys to hold the awning up, but it was literally 3 bolts just to pull that off and put it in. So, you know, it's a lot of this we can do ourselves, and YouTube is just a really good wealth of information. I'm not a real good wealth of information, but YouTube's a good wealth of information. I'm just kind of funny. Yeah, so I mean, it was a couple bolts. It took probably 30 minutes to pull that arm off and to slap the new arm on and just screw it onto the coach where the holes were. That $500, you know, that was a really expensive fix, and it was an aluminum arm. It's not like it was made out of gold, you know? So it's just funny that stuff happens like that. Thanks, Jones into Travel. I saw that. So yeah, so there's a thing, you know. Awnings are overrated. Yeah, until you're camping out in the middle of Temecula in 104-degree heat and you don't have an awning. So Ross is putting on awnings all the time, and he's right. They're a pain in the butt to put in. You need help. And the other thing about the awnings too, if you don't put the right tension on that awning, the roll-up kind, not the automatic kind that pops out of the newer rigs, but I'm talking the manual kind that roll up. If you don't put enough tension on that roller, you're going to have that awning come out while you're driving down the road, and it's going to suck. You're going to have a giant parachute coming out of the side of the RV. So, and the family just got home. Hi, family.
Hi.
How you doing? There's 300 people on.
300?
And they want to say hi to you. So do you want to, it only took me 45 minutes to start this. So do you want to come say hi? Here's Angie, everybody. It takes a while for you to show up. Look, we're drinking. But
I'm still not here.
That's
Ow.
it. Oh, they'll
Cleo's
say hi.
getting me.
We have the great Dane. We have Angie here. We're talking about RV repairs. There's Angie.
Hi.
So, would you like a glass of wine?
No.
Okay, cool. There's leftover pizza in the fridge. Anyway, there's Angie. So she just walked in from a volleyball game. So other than that, I mean, that's the awning side of it. Kelly says hi. Jim's wife.
Yes.
Yeah. Kelly says hi. Oh, Ross says hi. Nell says hi. Galleon Adventure says hi.
Oh my goodness.
It's just going to keep going for a while. Okay. Ross says it's Ross the boss. You can also use a long zip ties to tie your awning arm together. Yes, and that's exactly what we did, Jones into Travel. Dustin Wayward Wag says hi, Ange.
Hi.
Jones into Travel says hi. We use big zip ties to zip tie that thing. Well, let me back that up. When my wife did that on accident, she drove to the campsite, and the only thing that was holding the awning to the side of the coach was painter's tape, the blue tape. I do not. Oh, Tina says hi from. Oh, RVDM says hi. Everybody's saying hi to you. They like you. They want you to get in front of the camera more. They want you to be in front of the camera.
No.
Um,
Oh, wait.
RV media creator. Hey y'all, what's going on? Anyway, to get back to it, a little bit off task. I'm sorry. We had the RV awning painter's tape to the side of the coach. I do not recommend using painter's tape to secure the awning to the side of the coach while driving down the freeway at 65 to 70 miles an hour. That's asking for trouble. As soon as I found out that that was the case, we quickly switched it over to zip ties and zip tied it to the motorhome. So do not use painter's tape to hold anything to the outside of your RV at all, ever. Don't do that. Anyway, so that was my awning experience, and then we had the tree trimming experience with the RV. Somebody type in here and let me know what other problems you have on the RVs, and I'll tell you about our tree trimming experience at Costco. So we took the RV back from San Diego and we pulled into Costco. And you would think when you hit the first tree that you would realize that there's trees there, but for some reason we went around again because we missed a couple branches and hit the same trees over again. But that's okay because we took care of the problem by removing the tree branches from the tree itself using the ladder. It's okay. We got that all cleaned up. So now the Costco in San Diego is completely safe to drive your RV through there. The Papa Drew's RV have taken care of all those problems, and we've cleaned that up. So we're completely safe over there. Can you hear Cleo? Okay, so we had another question up in Papa Drew's RV group on Facebook. If you are not members, it'd be really cool if you go and join that. That's where all this came from. But we had a person ask on their fifth wheel, they're getting a lot of oxidation on the cap. And how do they keep that from oxidizing? And this would be a good question for Ross because he's used Zip, I think, or Zap floor polish and actually done that and cleaned the front or deoxidized the front of the cap of the RV with that. So, Ross, if you want to chime in a little bit and help us out. Cherry hood paint peels. Send it off repairs. It's all you can do to fix. Oh, really? Send it off to repairs. It's all you can do to fix the clear coat? There's no Zep. There you go. Will Zep work, Ross? I know you did a major video on that. Would that help the oxidization and bring some of the shine back on the clear coat? If you don't want to compound it, okay. So keep it waxed too. So waxing it, it's kind of simple. Okay. So a little bit of pre-maintenance, but once you have the oxidization, you're kind of hosed. You can't really fix that, right? Use Zep or buy a new RV. If anybody didn't know, tonight's wine is sponsored by the, well, it's not sponsored, but it's our wine club that we belong to in Paso Robles. It's the Graveyard. And the name of the wine tonight is Psycho, which is really apropos. Excuse me. And now, Drew, it's out of Facebook jail. Oh, yeah. So, thanks, Dustin, for bringing that up. For all you didn't know, for the last 2 weeks, I'm probably one of the only people ever to be put in Facebook jail on his own Facebook group. I got put in Facebook jail for adding too many people too quickly to the Facebook group on Papa Drew's RV group. And Yeah, I just got out of Facebook jail. I made the group so we wouldn't get into Facebook jail, but yeah, that didn't work out really well. So anyway, Facebook sucks. All right, yes, I will. You know what, Galleon Adventure? I'll tell you what. When we go to Quartzsite, January 17th through the 20th is our meetup with Sweet Travels, Sweet Tea, and Jones in the Travels. Hopefully, a lot of other people. I will bring a couple bottles of Graveyard wine because it is really, really good. So we can sit around the campfire and have us a good, nice drink of the grape. They thought you were a bot. Anybody else have any repairs? Anybody have any questions out there while we're doing this? Oh, and I have Rob on. Rob?
Hi.
Hi, we're doing a live Facebook chat if you want to come in, or a live YouTube chat if you want to come in the channel.
Oh, I didn't know you were still doing it. I
Yeah.
thought I missed it.
No, we're still doing it. Would you like to come in, Rob?
Good. I'll get on there and look. I was going to ask you how it's going.
Well, it's still going. We're drinking heavily. I'll see you in about 2 seconds. All right, Rob. Thanks. All right, man. Bye.
All right, bye.
So if you didn't know who that was Rob Shatner of the radio show. He does all the radio stuff that a lot of these guys, these creators are going to go on to his radio station and hopefully do a lot better than this live. I am so sorry. I apologize I'm trying not to suck, but we're doing our best. It was quite a show to get here. But anyway, Rob's coming on, and we'll give him a plug here. And no problem, Mel and I know it's not what you really want to hear. You seal your roof, it's the most important thing to do. Okay, so sealing the roof is the best thing. What's the best way to seal the roof, Ross? What do you use? If you have a rubber roof, do you just sprinkle Dicor everywhere? No. Hey, there's Ranger Rob. So everybody welcome Ranger Rob in. Today's live feed is sponsored by Ranger Rob Poopy Bags. Great Dane tested, Great Dane approved. Pick up your dog crap with Ranger Rob Poopy Bags. You'll have that lemony smell. There you go, Rob. There you go, Rob. I'm going to do another live broadcast with Rob probably on his radio show. He does a really good job. If you haven't tuned in and listened to one of the Ranger Rob shows, you absolutely should. And if you haven't subscribed to any one of these people that are on here, RVDM, Jones in the Travels, Sweet Travels, the Dupreys, RV Media Creations, Galleon Adventures, there are so many good creators in this live chat right now. It's like a who's who of video creators right now on YouTube. They're all amazing channels. They're real good personal friends of mine, and if you haven't subscribed to them, it's really helps them out and stuff, and they really appreciate it. They work hard to bring you content each and every day, and to think of stuff to put down and to shoot, and we bounce ideas off of each other constantly. Sweet Travels is just, he's such a great guy. He's kind of like Dad in a little ways, and he just kind of straightens me out and makes me fly right. So I really appreciate all his input, and he's grown his channel tremendously from when we first started talking. I think he had less than 100 subs when Jim and I started talking, and he is about ready to hit 800. So he's doing really good, and I'm very proud of him. And you know, he's just a great guy, and Kelly too. She's awesome. So yeah, if you haven't checked them out, I highly recommend them and their big ass toter truck. Really enjoy that. Straighten Drew out. I don't think anybody can straighten me out, but you know, it's anyway. So we're kind of getting off topic, if there ever was a topic. I mean, today kind of started out. I was scatterbrained. I had a concept. I had an idea in mind, and what I wanted this whole live chat to be about was RVers helping RVers. In other words, people would come in here and they would say, you know, I've been trying and racking my brains on how to get this slide to come in. It's on XYZ fifth wheel. Does anybody have any idea of how to do that? And can somebody give me some help? That was the whole concept behind this. Oh, Go Lighting is over here. If anybody needs any lighting products, this is from my personal life, but if anybody needs any lighting products, you can send me an email. And Go Lighting does a lot of street lights and poles and that kind of stuff. He's a really good guy. His name is Art, and he's a long-time subscriber to the channel here, and you get a lot of LED stuff from Art. He does a really good job at doing that. So there you go, Art. There's your plug for all 17 viewers right now. What kind of toilet paper do I use? You know, Ross, you might think it's a silly question, but the toilet paper in the RV is actually, for me, it's a big deal. And the reason why is I've had the mother of all clogs. We've heard about the mother of all bombs, but I've had the mother of all clogs. And no, I didn't get to film it. I wish I would have. Was our first time going out RVing, and we were using regular toilet paper, and we didn't understand how to use the RV bathroom. So we decided to use wads and wads of toilet paper and put that down the black hole of badness. And, well, it almost came up over the rim of the toilet. So I had watched one of the DePray's videos, and I went and got an old hose out of Walmart, and I cut a hole in it, and I took a snake and went up and tried to get it out, and that didn't really work. So I had the bright idea, and I wish I would have filmed this because this is a 100% true story. I had a bright idea of bringing the hose in through one of the windows on the side of my coach, stick it down the hole, push the little flapper aside, stick it down the hole, and then had my wife turn it on full blast. Don't ever do that. Don't ever, ever do that. We had the poop fountain from heck. We had poop coming up onto the ceiling. I had poop on every piece of me. It was absolutely, it was, don't ever do that. Don't ever put the hose in the toilet, have your better half turn on water full blast, because the poop will come. We got rid of the clog because it came back up the other way. All over me and the ceiling and the walls. That is a true story. That was absolutely Robin Williams style, but it was inside of my coach. 100% true. So you're more than welcome to come over and use my bathroom anytime you want. We've sterilized the hell out of it. Buckeye Kitty, she's brand new to YouTube. She's trying to start her channel. She's doing a really good job. If you guys want to go over there and show her some love and hit that subscribe button, I'm sure she'd really appreciate it. She just made her maiden trip from Ohio all the way over to Quartzsite, right now where she's camping in the BLM land. She's super nice, and she loves cats. She only has about 600 of them. So if you want a crazy cat woman, Buckeye Kitty's your girl. She'll hook you up. I'm telling you right now. So, in other words, to get the clog fixed, there's the right way, and then there was the Papa Drew way. What I highly recommend is get some warm water and pour that in the toilet a little bit and let it go down. So I think RVDM's bailing out, I think. Sweet RVDM, safe travels. When y'all gonna live again? We miss your live videos. Yeah, RVDM, you need to go live, Michael. Go live some more, buddy. So that's the right way of doing it, is putting some warm water down that toilet, and then using the hose and running the slinky from underneath, because the plumbing in the RV is not exactly straight. It's all curvy, wacky woo, and it's going to be hard to get those clogs out. The other thing too is I recommend 1-ply toilet paper, and I also recommend filling up the bowl at least halfway. If people don't know what halfway is, I'm tempted to take a black marker and put it in the inside of my bowl and say fill the water up to here, and then pour it out, and then flush the toilet. All right, RVDM, you take care, man. Take care, Michael. Thank you for tuning in, and I really appreciate it, and we're looking forward to you getting your brand new RV. We're just as excited as you are, and you have an awesome community, and I'm happy to be part of it. So thank you very much, sir. Use lots of water. You got to flush it out. I just don't recommend using a lot of water at the end of a hose. So, yeah, that's one way to get rid of a clog. But other than that, I think we've been, I don't know, how long have I been doing this live stream? Feels like forever. How long did I take to start the live stream? I don't think there's enough wine. What else? Anybody else have any problems? Buckeye Kitty, I saw that you had your neighbor come over and install a air conditioner, a household air conditioner into your RV over in Quartzsite. Did that work out real good for you? Do you have any power concerns running a real air conditioner inside of your RV instead of the RV AC? Thanks, Jim, for 35 minutes. Too damn long. Aaron. Wait, I need some water. Yes. Tonight's wine is by our vineyard that we joined, the Graveyard, and the name of the wine is Psycho, and it is really tasty. I highly recommend going to get that. And the other thing, if you contact the Graveyard, ask them for the port. Even if you're not into dessert wines, ask them for their chocolate port. It's like you're drinking a chocolate bar. It is the most amazing port I've ever tasted in my life. So I can find out what the name was from them, but go get you some of that because, men, if you want to buy your lady something, I highly recommend that port. It's super good. So Buckeye Kitty said, no problems. It was actually cheaper than running the window unit over the rooftop. Really? So did it cool down the rig? Did you have any problems with it cooling down? By the way, how does my audio sound? Is that better? I only drink Boone's Farm. That's great. Yep, there's wine that tastes like chocolate. And it's called a port. It's a dessert wine. And it's really good. Wags, where were you staying in DFW, Thousand Trails? Okay, cool. This is what I want. I want interaction like this. Leslie says, yup. Leslie says, yup, to the chocolate. I knew she would. You know what, Leslie? Next year when you guys come out to Quartzsite, I promise I will get a bottle of that port wine for you. But you got to come out to Quartzsite. We're baiting you like cheese. Come on. We want you to come out to us. Hang out in the desert like the rest of us desert rats. Audio's good. Strawberry Hill, that's great. Brings me back to my days as a Lance Corporal in the Marine Corps. Hello, Leslie. Kel says hi. So it cooled down the rig with the air conditioner really well. Any other issues with that as far as power concerns, Buckeye Kitty? Oh, so it looks like you guys could do a meetup down in San Antonio. That's pretty cool. Rob, I have invited you to Quartzsite over and over again. You are invited to Quartzsite. I would love to do a live radio show from Quartzsite. We've talked about doing a live radio show from Quartzsite. So get your butt to Quartzsite. Hey, Drew Byram. Drew Byram is a friend. He's not a YouTuber. He's really cool. He does amazing photographs. And he also lives in a Class A bunkhouse model with his 2 kids, which is amazing. So he is an RVer. He is one of us. He is one of the community. And if you need photographic advice or what pipes to use in different scenarios, Drew can help you out with that. He's really good at laying pipe. Drew's amazing at laying pipe. Never laid pipe for me, but he's amazing at laying pipe. At the Cowtown RV, Ranger Rob, you're invited. Thank you, Aaron, for inviting. Sometimes you just got to tell Ranger Rob like 6 times that he's invited to stuff. He's always invited to come on the live chats or come out to Quartzsite with us. And he's always invited to hang out with us. Rob, you have an open invitation. So, oh, okay, cool. So it looks like Sweet Travels is going to meet up with the Wags. That sounds cool. We could run our microwaves with the window AC. You could run the microwave with the window AC. Okay. Is that because it was on 2 different power sources? Or was that because you ran it through the code? How did you run the power to the AC? How did you do that? I have an excellent connection now. Sorry, guys, it's getting close to 10 here, and I got to go for work. Hey, Galleon Adventures, thank you for tuning in, man. It means a lot to me. I really appreciate it. I know it's been a long night, and it's getting late for a lot of people, so I really appreciate everybody tuning in and showing support, and it means a lot. Thank you very much. There we go. Yeah, I guess my live's a little bit different than my channel because I would never say lay pipe on one of my videos. Maybe I should say lay pipe. I don't know. Anyway, my son is hopping on here. Here's Chucky. Do we run or do we say hello? Here's Chucky! Just kidding. Okay. Well, Galleon Adventures, you're always welcome. And thank you for being part of the Facebook group. I really appreciate that. And please keep posting videos on there, your videos in our Facebook group. I got put in jail on my own Facebook group. I have no idea how that happened, but I just got released. I made the Facebook group because I got tired of being put in jail on other people's Facebook groups, and I thought it would be a great place to post everybody's YouTube stuff, and it's hard to advertise. For some reason, and I don't know what that reason is, in other people's Facebook groups, they don't want you to post their videos like you're going to take away their precious Facebook people. And I don't know. Oh, I don't know why. So Drew's got a good question, and I know for a fact there are a bunch of people in here that can answer Drew's question. Has anyone talked solar panels and how the best to employ them? So can we give Drew some help? I know Jim is really good on that topic from Sweet Travels. I know Aaron is really good and Jones into Travels. I know Ross from the Dupreys is amazing at doing all that stuff. And yeah, Drew, you came to the right channel for this because we can all get you in there on that. And while they're talking like that in the chat, I'm going to just keep talking, and we'll just keep going here for a little bit. We lost a couple people, but we're doing okay, and I really appreciate everybody. Man, you don't know how much I really do appreciate everybody coming in. It means a lot to me. Thank you very much for all that. I super duper appreciate it. And I know it's getting late on the East Coast out there. and visions of me while you're going to sleep is probably not the best thing. Jones, and he lives out here in LA area, it's kind of. But maybe we can convince Drew to drive out to Quartzsite, and that's where you could talk to a lot of people about putting on solar and doing it the right way, Drew. There's a lot of people here that can really help you out with that. So, I don't know if anybody's seen it, but while they're talking to Drew, I'm going to do a little ADD and show off my new little toy. I even have my new mic on it. And gotta watch those open boxes, guys, because this thing works great, and it was $289. So there's my new little recording toy. While they're doing that, I'll put that back. John, guess I'm wondering when they're the most beneficial. Are they recharging coach or running full electrics while off grid? Drew, they're doing both. Depending on how much solar you put up, they can do both, and it depends on your batteries. I mean, there's a lot of factors on chargers and batteries, and how they're doing kind of both. Thanks, Tina. So yes, to answer your question, for both. Solar can recharge your batteries. Solar can also replenish your batteries as you're using your batteries to keep them fully charged. And Sweet Travels and Jones to Do Travel have a really great setup on both their coaches. I don't remember which one has the lithium, but it's amazing the way they have their stuff set up. Get a small Honda generator. But yeah, to answer your question, Drew, I know you're plugged in 99.9% of the time, but yeah, I can do both. Speaking of batteries, I got to go, Drew. I got to go get two 6-volt golf cart batteries. I think I'm going to get Trojan T105s at $119 each, and they're local here, which is about the cheapest I've found them. And I think they're 200 amp hours or 205 amp hours each. So I've got two automotive coach batteries, and they don't last all night when off grid. Yeah, that's what I'm doing too. So we both, just so everybody has a little bit of background on Drew and I. I'm Drew 1, and that's Drew 2 because he's a little bit younger than me. But Drew and I both bought our coaches out of El Monte RV. So there's a lot of maintenance that needs to be done on both of our coaches. But Drew, I can give you the link to the 6-volt. I think you probably do have the 6 volts in there. You'd have to check, but I can give you the list of the 6-volt batteries that I'm going to put in, and I think they're good batteries. The T105s are for $119. I think that's a good bang for your buck. People in here will disagree or agree with me, and let me know if that's a good price for T105 batteries. What's Ross saying? You better off getting a big battery bank and every 2 days. Yeah, we just installed solar. Really, Mel? What kind of solar did you put on your rig? Yeah, see, Jones and Sweet Travel, but especially Jones and Aaron does a lot of video work and working on computers and all that stuff. So yeah, they're both of those guys are really good to talk to about solar. I just know from talking to them. So, Drew, if you want to give me a call later on, I can hook you up and see, or I can get you to Jones into Travel or Sweet Travels, or you could drive out to Quartzsite January 17th through the 20th and actually be there with us when we do all this stuff. And they have the big tent and the big solars and all that good stuff out there. So we're going to all circle the wagons. I think that we're going to have a potluck. I've been talking to Jim to try and convince him to let me teach a class, and Aaron. So I might teach a pew pew class out there. If anybody didn't know, that's in the channel. I am a certified NRA instructor, both in pistol, shotgun, rifle, personal protection inside the home, which is gunfighting, and range safety officer. So if you're interested, we might be able to hook up a class out there without any real pew pews and do that. It's up to you guys. Again, Jim and Aaron won't be part of that. They're going to do their own thing, and maybe I'll just take like an hour or two at a time and pull off and do that. It's up to you guys. It's not mandatory. If you want to do it, I'll bring all the stuff out and we can sit down and do that, and it'll just be our little thing. Maybe do a class on pew pew transport and safety. Just a little background, if people are surprised that I'm a firearms instructor, so be it. I was in the Marine Corps. What do you expect? I was on the Marine Corps shooting team for a little while. I shot second award expert with the rifle and what was it? Third award expert with the pistol before I got glasses. But yeah, there's a whole bunch of options out there for solar that you could do and help you out. Check the calendar for Quartzsite. I think, Drew, you might find it really interesting and real fun. It's camping in the free BLM land. So all you have to do is physically drive out there. And I think Aaron or Jim is going to be directing traffic. I think Aaron's going to get out there first and start, and then Jim's going to come in, and then I'm going to come in behind Jim, or I think that's how it's going to kind of go. And then Angie and Gaby are going to come up on that Friday because we all want to drive out to the desert bar that's out there that's solar powered and check that out and do some really good good filming out there and just have a lot of fun. It's going to be really laid back. We're just going to sit around and we're going to talk and we're going to share and just have a great experience and probably do some RV maintenance while we're there, I have a feeling. Aaron has a parking vest. So if you ever see Aaron, myself, and Jim all standing together, I'll be the one with hair. Did I say that out loud? I'll also be the round one as they're the skinny ones. But yeah, anyway. The problem is that the little stuff you need for solar adds up fast. Yeah, but can't you get kits for solar? Like, I was talking to Aaron about putting solar on my rig, and I think Aaron and I got it down to under $400 for two 200-watt panels and all the charging gear. Cleo. Hey. Cleo. Come. Cleo. Down. Hey, go lay down. No, down. Thank you. Yeah, I think we were able, sorry, that's my Great Dane. She's like a giant teenager. Anyway, we're getting close up now to about an hour, and it's getting real late out there. There's still 11 people, and I'm sure people are yawning. We haven't been attacked by any Russians. I've been on and off topic all night. I do apologize. I hope the next live chat will go a little bit smoother next Wednesday, especially launching the damn thing. But yeah, I think we might be calling it here. And I really appreciate everybody that has joined and everybody that's been a moderator and everybody that really has helped out and joined the live chat here. It's humbling. So I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. It means a lot to me. So thanks. Thank you for being a family member and subscribing, and it's just cool. So anyway, I just want to say thanks for showing up, and we'll see you next week on Wednesday. I'm going to be dropping a different video on Sunday, so I've got to come up with a video on Sunday. I think I have a couple from the RV show, some RVs that you can pull with a Prius. Huh. Pulling an RV from a Prius. Cleo, lay down. Cleo, down. So anyway, thank you for showing up, everybody. I think we're going to call it a night right here. And you all rock. Have a great night. Sweet dreams. Peace be the journey. And hoorah. Thanks, everybody. Bye.